Thanks for joining me for this yoga class, which will be about 30 to 35 minutes. I would like to start in a seated posture. So I'm going to recommend you to sit on your bum and to cross one ankle in front of the other. It doesn't really matter which one you start with. And you just want to close your eyes for a moment and rest your hands on your lap, palms down if you need to feel a bit more grounded and connected, and palms up if you feel to share and receive a bit more energy from the universe. I feel like I need to ground a bit more, so I'm just going to flip my palms down. And then wherever you are here now, take a deep breath in through the nostrils and open your mouth and sigh, letting it all go. And again, breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Come back to a more natural breath. And just pay attention to what you need or what you might need here now. Do you need the energize or energizing in breath? Or do you need the more grounding out breath? Do you feel agitated? Do you feel calm? What are you looking for as you come and land on your mat? And it doesn't have to be deep and thoughtful. It could be to simply move your body, to simply breathe with consciousness. It could be to be with yourself, just for a little moment, away from any external distraction. And to be a little selfish, to be honest. Think about yourself and only yourself for the next 30 minutes. Eventually, just let your fingertips find the floor, grounding like tiny roots in each fingers. Exhale fully here. And then go ahead and inhale and reach the arms up and overhead. You might want to look up too. Exhale and bring your hands to your heart. Interlock your fingers. Now push your palms forward in front of your heart, and then all the way up, stretching the sides. And then let's breathe out to arch towards the right, opening the left side. Breathe in, come back to center, and breathe out to arch to the opposite side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring your tiny roots back to the floor. Reconnect here. Soften the shoulders. Relax the face. Unclench your jaw. And again, inhale, arms up. Hands to your heart. Interlock the fingers the weird way, the way that you never do the first time, honestly. And then let's push your hands forward and rise up. And then again, exhale this time to the left to open the right side. Deep in breath to come back to center. Full out breath to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. Take a moment, find the floor, reconnect. Slide your hands and cup them into your knees here. Breathe in and pull onto your knees to broaden your chest and kind of pop your heart forward. You might want to bend your elbows a little bit. And then as you're going to breathe out, do the opposite. So start to push your knees forward, round your spine, and draw your navel in and back, chin to the chest. Again, inhale forward. Exhale back. Last time, forward. And back. And then just notice which one of these two options do you prefer. And then on your next breath, just go wherever you want to go. Is it to round your spine and stay there for a couple of breaths? Or on the contrary, do you need to stay a little more forward, open your heart, and breathe there for a few more cycles of breath? What do you need? And only you know, because only you is in connection with what's happening inside. And then come back to what feels like neutral in your spine. Bring your fingertips behind you and lift your feet and just walk them side to side so they're as wide as your mat. And go ahead and do a couple of windshield wipers. And with a lot of intention, actually, think about really pressing the outer left leg, the inner right one, and then the opposite, inner left thigh, outer right thigh. Just a few more times. And then next time your knees will be falling to the right, stay there. Inhale to lift your left arm up and align your heart with your right knee. As you're gonna breathe out, start to fold towards the floor above your right arm. You might want to release your right elbow on the floor. And then go ahead and create a lot of distance in between your knee and your fingertips. And see if it's possible to roll that left shoulder back a bit more and even to gaze up. Make sure that your neck is happy and agree with that. Exhale fully, feel the belly muscles kind of toning, and then breathe and rise back up, hands behind your back, couple of windshield wipers. And the next time your knees will be onto the left, stay there, align your heart with your knee, and then left hand down, right arm up. Deep breath in, go ahead and exhale, fold. Bring your left elbow on the floor, somewhere underneath the shoulder. And then keep lengthening and stretching apart the fingertips and the knee. Focusing on the opening in between the ribs on the right side, but also in between the upper and lower body. And rise back up, inhale. Hands behind your back. Few windshield wipers. And then hopefully you remember which ankle was crossed in front of the other one, because now I would like for you guys to do the opposite. So for me, it's going to be the right ankle crossed in front of the left. And then again, inhale, reach the arms up. This time to fold forward over your legs, and then start to walk your fingertips as far as you can go. Bring your head in between your arms. And go wherever the body needs to go, not the ego. Keep breathing deeply, as if every breath would bring you a little bit more energy and would help you to let go of something you don't need anymore. Breathe in to rise back up, hands onto your knees again. Now breathe in to roll your spine forward, open your heart. Breathe out to round your back, a little bit like we've done before. Now again, inhale to puff your chest forward, and then from there start to draw circles with your belly to the back, to the right, forward, left, back, right, couple of times. And just use your hands here to kind of pull yourself in towards the front, the left, the right, and then eventually switch direction. Imagine you want to dig some more space in your abdominal cavity, really churning that skin. Notice all the potential in the movement. And then eventually come back to center. How does it feel to stop? To place the shoulders right above the hips and the head on top of everything else. Hands behind your back again, lift your knees, and then from here, just move your elbows down and behind you. So it's supporting the upper body. Now the chin is slightly towards the chest and the knees are still like hugging towards the heart. Now on your next breath in, point your toes and start to lengthen your legs as far as you can go, as close to the floor as you can go. And then breathe out to bring the knees back to your chest. Ooh, let's do that a few more times. Try to keep your heart open, your mind open to the exercise, even though it's challenging. Keep breathing. And you can even exhale through your mouth, so you kind of burn away the obstacles, the effort of the movement. Let's do that for 5, maybe a little faster. 4, 3. Oh, and when it starts to burn, it's just an information that something is actually working in the body. Good. And then extend the legs, press into your hands, come back to seated. Reach the arms up, all the way up, stretch the skin on the sides, the front, the back. And then go ahead and roll forward, chin to the chest. Allow your spine to release. Feel your face kind of melting towards your knees. And by all means, bend your knees a little bit or a lot if you feel like there's too much tension at the back of your legs. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Expanding the skin of your back on the in-breath and relaxing the skin of the belly onto the thigh on the out-breath. Use your next inhalation to rise up with your fingertips pointing to the sky. And then press the back of your legs firmly into the mat. Exhale, arms forward, and start to roll your spine back, 1 vertebra at a time. Once the head and the shoulders will be on the floor, point your toes, reach the arms overhead, stretch yourself all the way. And then exhale to bring everything to center, knees, chest, forehead to the legs. Inhale to lengthen everything. Point, point, point. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, everything the center. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Give yourself a big hug for 2. For 1. Extend 1 more time. Breathe in, arms overhead, toes are pointing. And then as you're going to breathe out, swing the arms forward, lift your head, lift your toes up to the sky, and try to lift your upper body back up. And if you fall, it's okay. Give it another try. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, use the momentum and rise up to seated. Exhale, hands behind your back. Fingers are pointing out here. Squeeze your shoulder blades and bend your knees. But you don't want your heels to be underneath them, just slightly in front. Push the floor away. Breathe in to open the heart. And then as you're going to breathe out, bend the elbows and allow your heart to sink in, your navel to push back. Again, inhale, lengthen, open. Exhale, round. Last time. Inhale. Keep your knees as wide as your hips, your feet in line with your knees. And the next time you breathe in, open the heart, press into your hands and feet and start to lift your hips. So they are in between the knees and the shoulders. Reverse tabletop. Take a broad inhale here, push the floor away. Exhale and dip your hips to the floor. Inhale to lift. Exhale to dip. For 3, you can do it. Up, down, up, down. Last time, I swear. Up and down. Hold on to your legs here. Give yourself a big hug. Sway a little side to side. And then catch hold of the back of your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Make sure that it is safe behind you. And then as you're going to exhale, roll back to your shoulders, head stays up. And then roll forward and back a couple of times, creating a little bit of momentum here to eventually cross your ankles, roll onto your feet, hands forward, and then step your legs back. Let's find a plank here, pressing the heels back, crown of the head forward, and then feel the heart being pulled in front of you. Lift the skin of your lower back up, up, up. 1 more breath, you can do it. And then exhale, bring the knees Bend the elbows, bring the chest and the chin to the floor.
Forehead to the mat, extend the arms by your sides, and press the top of your hands or the back of your hands onto the floor. Extend through your toes, push the top of your feet down. Now breathe in and lift your head and your heart. And then if you look sideways, chances are that you can still see your shoulders. So start to roll them away towards the back. And then from there, lift your hands, push your palms up to the ceiling. And then you might feel like your hands are doing funky stuff back there. So try to push the palms firmly up. Press the feet down. Try to lift your heart a little higher. One last breath here. Exhale, release everything, right ear to the mat. Shake your hips side to side. Wiggle, wiggle. Feel the flesh moving. Because the body is fluid, it's malleable, it's not rigid, it's not stiff. And then come back to center. And then go again, lift your head, your chest, your palms up. And then see if you can lift your feet too. If it hurts the back, keep the feet down though. And then see if you can lift a little higher. Notice if your hands are doing funky stuff. One more breath. Exhale, left ear to the mat. Wiggle your hips. Soften. Invite here a little bit of softness in the body, but also in your breath. Okay, last time. Bring the forehead back to center. Engage through the legs. Lift the face, the heart, the hands, maybe the feet. And then keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Maybe glue the big toes together if it feels okay for the back. Last breath in. Hands by your sides on each side of the low ribs. Push back up to your knees and then back to your heels, child's pose. Relax the forehead onto your mat. If it doesn't reach the floor, then you can pile up your hands or even make fists and support the head. Roll a little side to side. Come back to your natural breath. Remember, you are not the effort. You are not the challenges. You are not the postures I invite you to do. So let them go. Let them pass. From here, extend the arms overhead, press the palms down, rise up to all fours. And then tuck your knees under and lift them just a few centimeters off the floor to float your table. Think about lifting the skin of your belly up and try to project your heart forward. And then let's try this. You'll see it's weird. So try to walk your right hand and your right foot to the side and then allow the left hand and the left foot to meet them to the side. And do another maybe 1 or 2 side step. And then go ahead and go to the other side and just notice how your brain might be, a little confused here. Yeah, good. And then come back to the very center of your mat. From the side, take another deep breath here. You might feel a little bit of burning in your thighs. It's okay, because we're gonna shake it off. Exhale, hips up and back. And then just start to move your heels towards the floor one at a time. Relax the head in between the arms in your downward facing dog. And you can do yeses and nos with your head so you can feel the weight of the head. I mean, how many times a day do you feel the weight of your head on your neck, right? And then from here, walk your hands back to your feet. The feet are wide, and then from here you can roll up one vertebra at a time. Slow down, no rush. Inhale, reach the arms up until the palms will meet. And then as if you were diving, exhale and dive. Fingertips towards the floor, chin to the chest, round the back. Release fully. Hands onto your shin bones. Breathe and lift your chest halfway up. Exhale to release again. Roll your back one vertebra at a time. Rise up, strong legs. Inhale, arms up.
palms together, and then dive again, all the way down. Half back, breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Roll up. Maybe close your eyes at this point now that you know the sequence. And then do it on your own rhythm. And just so you know, if you forget a part of the sequence, or if you skip it, it might be unconsciously, but it might be because your body doesn't need that posture. Let's do 2 more cycles of it on our own. And we'll meet in standing position eventually. Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel the base of your body, the base of your mountain, super wide and stable. And press the outer edges of your feet a bit further away from each other. So the outer legs are activating here. Soften the shoulders, let them float on top of your rib cage. Again, relax your jaw. Relax your face. And then from here, just start to sway your arms forward and back. So left arm forward, right arm back, a couple of times like so. And then just let the movement becomes a little more wide or ample. But honor and respect the shoulders. You don't want to feel any pinching, any sharp sensations. Good. And again, to kind of mess up with our brains, when you lift the right arm up, lift the left knee up too. Left knee. Left knee. Couple of times like that. And then switch. Left arm up. Oh, left arm up. Right knee up. And just notice how sometimes it's hard for the brain to be like, oh, wait a sec. Where am I? Last time. Up and down. Close your eyes. Just feel beneath the surface how it's still moving. Everything is moving. And then go ahead and reach the arms up. And as you're going to breathe out, open your arms wide and dive with a strong back, strong legs. Breathe in halfway. Walk your hands forward. Meet me in plank. Inhale in plank. Lower the knees, the chest, and the chin down. Pull your hands back. Open your heart. Push the top of the feet down. Shoulders away from your ears. And then let's exhale to push back to all fours. Then downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Point your toes. Nice strong leg. And then exhale, right foot forward. Lower your back knee. If it hurts or if the pressure is not comfortable, you might want to fold your mat in 2 like so. So you double up the padding. And then from here, lift the arms up. Head and shoulders on top of the hips. Scissor your thighs. And as you're going to breathe out, twist. Left arm forward, right arm back, T-twist. Inhale, come back the center. And then twist to the opposite direction. Trying to keep the lower body as still as possible. Breathe in center. Breathe out, left arm forward. Breathe in center. Right arm forward. Last time. Left arm forward. Inhale. Right arm forward. Breathe in back to center. And as you're going to breathe out, release your hands to the mat. Lift your back knee up, and on the breath, lift the right arm up. Now spin all of your 10 toes to the side, and you can slide your right foot halfway for a side plank, which is supported, or you could try to slide your right foot in front of the left for a full side plank. You could also reach the right arm overhead for a full body stretch.
And if you fall, it's just part of it. You got a lot to learn about that fall. Exhale, hands down, plank. Lower the knees, chin, chest down. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen the legs. Cobra Bhujangasana. And then exhale, down dog. Notice how you land here. Is it similar, different from one side to the other? And then go ahead and lift that left leg up. Is it easier? Is it harder than the first side? And then exhale, left foot forward and down. Right knee down as well. Reach the arms up. Push into your front foot. Squeeze your legs towards one another. On the out breath, twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. T-twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, open. Left arm forward. 2 more times each side. And if you want to challenge yourself, maybe you close your eyes here. And with your eyes closed, you really got to be trusting the foundations, the space around you. And remember that falling is part of the process of learning. Back to center, exhale, hands to the floor, lift your back knee. Press into your right hand, lift your left arm up. Piling up both arms, then you can turn your toes out to the left, slide your left heel halfway, or perhaps all the way in front of the right toes. Coming into Vashisthasana, side plank, lengthen the left arm overhead. And then both hands down. Full plank, lower the knees, chest down. Take a moment here, pile up your hands one on top of the other and release the forehead on top. Lift your feet in the air and then just kind of windshield wipe your feet side to side. Allow every breath to cleanse the body from the blockages, the obstacles, the tension, the recurrent thoughts, everything. And then lengthen the toes. Extend the right arm overhead so you can flip on your back like a pancake in a hot pan. And keep your legs long here. Find the center of your body and align it with the center of your mat or about. Then go ahead and bring the right knee to your chest and hug it here while interlacing the fingers just below the kneecap. Elbows are super heavy. And every exhalation is a chance to drop a bit more. Holding onto the right knee with your left hand, open your right arm out to the side, and then go ahead and spin that right knee out to the left. And try to keep the right shoulder down. If you feel like it's too much, you could bend your left knee and slide it underneath the right for a bit more support. You could also reach your right fingertips somewhere overhead, as if you were on a clock. Your head points at noon, so your arm can point in between 10 and 11, something like that. Last breath. And then also carefully come back to center. Realign the center of the body with the center of the mat. Notice how it feels. How are you landing here? Is it easy? Is it a little more arduous? And then go ahead and bring the left knee to your chest. Interlock the fingers the weird way. And squeeze the knee in for a couple of breaths. Being okay with the restriction, with the compression, because it's part of life.
And then extend the left arm out to the side and go ahead for the twist. Left knee out to the right. Go as far as you can go without lifting that left shoulder. And perhaps reach the left arm towards in between 1 and 2, I'd say. 1 and 2 o'clock if your head is at noon or midnight. Are you a day person or a night person? Wonderful. Take another deep breath in and the full breath out. Come back to what feels like center. Without judging nor commenting, just observe. What's different? How is it different? Is it a question of weight, of warmth, of length? And then from here, bring the knees one last time into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Feel free to lift your forehead up to your knees. Roll around your back, looking for any residual tension that you want to burst against the floor. All right. Now extend the arms and the legs into the sky. Close your eyes and then just start to shake. Shake your hands, shake your feet, shake your forearms, shake your shins and your calves, shake your thighs and your upper arms, and start to shake even faster and faster and faster. And as you're shaking, all of your cells are shaking. So anything that you've been holding on to, eventually you'll be able to release. So keep shaking for 10, faster, faster, faster. For 7, like a mad person, you might laugh, you might cry, you might yell, do whatever feels good here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then stop. Release your legs slowly to the floor, arms to the floor. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale and sigh out through your mouth. A couple of times. As many times you need to feel like you're cleansing your body of all that old energy, that old stuff you've been holding on to for so long, for nothing, no apparent reasons. So let it go. Hopefully you feel a little more lighter now as you are landing in Shavasana, our last pose. A place where you can see who you really are underneath all of those thick layers of conditioning, of wanting to please the others, all of those thick layers labeling being a girl, a boy, being tall, short, old, young. It doesn't matter here. Come back to the full potential inside of you. Come back to the simplest expression of yourself, which is a living, breathing thing. And stay within that simplicity for a few more breaths. Because here there is no need to be anything but yourself. So you can let go. You can laugh. You can cry. You can yell if it's what you need. What do you need? And most importantly, you can stay here for as long as you need. Especially if you had a hard day, a hard week, or just if you feel lazy, you want to stay. Thank you for sharing this moment with me, and I hope I'll see you next week. Namaste.